is a Youth STEM 2030s founder and CEO based in Ivonclide, Scotland. She has a strong belief in the positive difference young people can make to our world through STEM. Mary was named one of the UK's top 50 women in sustainability in 2020 and is currently part of the steering group of SDG Network Scotland. When she's not creating STEM opportunities for young people, she can usually be found volunteering. Yara is a Palestinian Canadian student passionate about psychology and social advocacy. Besides being the editor in chief of Youth STEM Matters, she leads a youth neuroscience group called Synapse Society with Stimulus NGO. As well as she is currently one of 6 youth engagement advisors in Canada on behalf of CUSO International, where she works on improving international development in accordance with the United Nations SDGs. Yara loves learning about different cultures and is proficient in 4 languages. Welcome.
I love that I'm the person that's been telling everybody all day to remember to put their mic on to unmute, and then I forget to unmute myself. I was just saying thank you so much to Tenda for that lovely introduction and for having us here today. We're super excited to tell you about an awesome opportunity to join the team at Youth STEM Matters. So Yara and I are going to kind of run you through how you can get involved and some of the different opportunities that are coming up very soon.
So yeah, we would love if any of you who are interested would join the team or apply to join the team. We're primarily looking for young people who are passionate about our mission to empower youth to use STEM to change the world. And of course, you can look at our website to look at a bit more about sort of how we do that through publishing research articles, SciComm articles.
Absolutely, and I think that passion is the main thing that we're really looking for here. And if you're asking yourself whether it's something that might be for you, then these are the kind of things that we're looking for. We're looking first and foremost that you're passionate about our mission, that you've got an interest in STEM and the SDGs. You might not have been able to fully explore that interest yet, and that's totally okay. But we're looking for you to have some sort of an interest, and attending today is a great way to have started being able to show us that you have that interest. So I would definitely encourage you to mention that in your application if you are going to apply. We're looking for young people anywhere at all in the world. It does not matter where you're based. The volunteer team over the past couple of years has included youth from over 30 countries. So you really can be based anywhere. We all work together remotely in all of our different time zones, and that makes it a really pretty awesome team to be part of. In terms of kind of age range, we target our volunteer team opportunity at 14 to 22-year-olds, but those are not particularly strict. So if you are age 13, say, or you're maybe 23, then that's all right. Just explain to us what you want to gain from that opportunity and why you think that you'll be a good person to be able to get involved. But that is kind of the age that we target at, but we know that everything is not about age. And then finally, you should be able to commit around 2 to 6 hours per week. Now, that might sound like quite a big range, and that's because at different roles within our team have different time commitments. Most of them, we kind of recommend a time commitment of around 3 to 4 hours per week to get the most out of the experience. If you're looking at a leadership role, then it's probably neither 5 to 6 hours per week, depending on which role you want to apply for. But we'll always list that on our website in terms of what time commitment the specific role that you're applying for is. And I really can't emphasize enough that no previous experience is necessary here. You can get involved no matter whether you've done anything like this before. And actually more than 90% of our current team had never ever been involved in a scientific journal before. So don't worry if you've never done anything like this. We would really like to hear from you.
So you may be asking yourself, why join? What's unique about Youth STEM Matters? So on the screen here, you can see some of the things that are unique to our journal and organization. Besides having a community, reaching a global network, and having training, so it's okay if you don't have any experience doing what you're doing, because we will provide the training for you to succeed in your role. If you want to help amplify youth voices, your own voice, and the voices of other youth around the world, if you want to join our journal development days, which happen 4 times a year, which have skills session, team building, speakers. If you want to help with our print edition or be featured in our print edition, if you want to have a unique specialization, which is a new thing that we're adding, where you can join the team and then you can really choose what you like to do and focus on that as your specialization. So there's a lot of flexibility and agency in the types of tasks that you are working on and the team you're in. And ultimately, if you want to help us tackle the SDGs, then you'd be a great fit for our team.
Definitely. And I think that better than either of us can say are members, past and present, of the team. I've got a few of them on the screen here talking about their experience. Lucy's talking about how being able to contribute to something bigger than her is the best feeling. Zainab didn't expect that it would be so many amazing opportunities that she'd gained from it. And Wahid said what a phenomenal experience it's been to connect with so many like-minded youths from around the world. And that's just a kind of grain of sand in comparison to how much how many different testimonials we could give. But we've got a whole list of people who've shared their story in the team on our website, and I'd really encourage you to check those out, especially if you're not sure, because lots of our current team weren't that sure about applying at first and now are really, really glad that they did. So I think I would definitely encourage you to go have a read of those, and you can see that people's journeys that they've been on, and you might find somebody who you relate to there and think, actually, I'll give it a go.
So if you want to join the team, we will be releasing new positions on our website, Youth STEM Matters, youthstem2030.org, on the 5th of July. So stay tuned for that. They're not out yet, but they will be soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for having us today. And we can't wait to receive your applications when they open. We are going to have some time here for some questions. So Tatenda, I'll pass back to you to do them.
Awesome. Thank you so much for such an informative session. I'm sure so many people are looking forward to the prospect of joining the Youth STEM Matters team. It just goes to show that by working together, we can really change the world. We do have some questions in the chat. We have a question from Kieran. Kieran mentions that, please could you explain what unique specializations would involve?
Sure, I don't mind taking that one. So the unique specializations, that is basically then what is your skill set and how can you best be able to be part of the team. So it might be that you're going to help review other people's articles. It might be that you're going to be involved in organising events like this. In the future, we're hoping to have outreach positions as well, that type of thing. So there's a whole different range, but your specialisation is really, where are your skills? What ways do you want to grow? And we're designing those in such a way that even if that changes in the future, you can then take on additional specialisations if you want to. I don't know if Yara has anything to add to that.
No, that's perfect explanation.
Thank you so much. I think there was just another conversation that was happening where one was asking about age restrictions, and I think that was swiftly answered. Please do note that if you are slightly above or below the age limit that we have provided, please do not think that it is a restriction or it is a barrier. We definitely do want you to participate and do want you to be a part of the Youth STEM Matters team. So thank you so much to I think it was Shar who asked the question. Thank you so much. We would definitely love to have you part of the team. And thank you so much for attending the conference since 2020. That's really inspiring and something that we are definitely encouraged by. We now have another question from Anne. She asks, can young people just under 12 or just above 22 get involved in some way? And I think that's the same question that has been answered from before. Do you have anything else to add?
Yep, absolutely. So we don't have a minimum age range on submitting an article. So anybody of any age whatsoever can submit an article as long as you're 22 and under. And with the youngest author, I think at the minute is about 7. So any age under 22 can write an article. And the reason for that is so that we can then empower as many youth as possible. If you're a little bit older than 22, then you can absolutely still apply to join the team. As I said in the presentation, it is a guideline rather than a strict rule. We have had 23, 24-year-olds before. We do not kick you out on your 23rd birthday, so do not worry at all about that. So absolutely, please do go ahead and submit your application. Just be sure to explain what you want to gain from this opportunity and how it's going to benefit you so that we can really see, make that connection. So yeah, that's all I would say on that one.
Great. Thank you so much. And just thank you so much for your presentation once again. It really does amplify the importance of working together and how far that can take us.